Differentiated instruction means a lot of different things to different people. What is differentiated instruction? Differentiated instruction is a way for teachers to meet different learning styles of individual students. It means that we have to modify our content, what we teach. It means we may have to change our process, how we teach it. And it also means we may have to modify, in some cases, the product that the students produce to show that they have learned. So differentiation is all-encompassing.
Differentiated instruction has allowed me to build a student-centered classroom. And I truly believe that every generation of teacher has a chance to get it right. I think we're the first generation that has all the tools to do so.
Hey, that's fantastic, Paul. I completely agree that we now have the resources to take differentiation to the next level. Angie, what do you think?
Well, differentiation helps my students. As you said, it meets the needs of the kids from where they're at, takes them at their own pace, and it moves them into their new learning. And we do that in lots of different ways in our classroom.
Differentiation in my classroom has allowed me to give students choices. I feel like as soon as they have some choice, then they feel responsible for their learning. They take ownership of that, and that can be through differentiation in lots of different ways, through interest, through learning style, but most importantly for me, I see it putting the learning in the students' hands and giving them a say in their education.
Absolutely. Choice-based learning is something that students thrive on. We all know the research points out that the more ownership the students have, the more invested they are in the process. And they learn better. So, absolutely. Fantastic.
I like it when teachers allow us to have choices, because then we can do topics that interest us, and it can allow us to be more motivated to do certain things. I like being able to choose things like group assignment topics. For example, I really liked how in 7th grade, during the World War II project, our groups were able to choose a specific topic during that time period, and we were able to make it our own, and not only did we learn something from it, but the teachers did too.
Now with our PD, we're thinking about giving teachers those choices so they can drive their professional development with their needs. So the differentiated professional development will be set up so that you understand what it looks like, what it does not look like, what it is not.
I think it also provides a way for teachers to have an opportunity to refresh what they've been teaching, to be revitalized, and give time to reflect on what's working, what isn't working.
How to start small but start somewhere.
How has Mugen's learning system helped you to learn?
Well, the part technology, part teaching aspect of the class helps efficiency go. Since we can go at our own pace, I can say be ahead 3 steps ahead of a different student, because I might learn it quicker than the other student. And if they're slowing down a little bit, you can tell right away that they need help and you will go to them. Now, since we do have the technology like teaching us, there's more one-on-one time with the teacher. You need that time. This class gives you that time with that teacher.
It also allows time for the teacher to be freed up if students are engaged in what they're doing and they have a vision in mind of where they're headed, developing something that you can be excited about with your students.
Definitely, because if I am interested in it, I like to keep it in my mind so I know more about it, so I can keep learning more about it instead of having to look up something that I don't usually like because I'm not really interested in it.
And remember, this is an evolution, not a revolution.
Right, it's a small step at a time to reach a larger end goal.
Well, I really like what Sarah said about being passionate and revitalized. Every student wants to be in that instructor's classroom. That instructor's excited about what they're doing. they've gotten a new found energy for their teaching, and I've certainly noticed that with differentiation. There's going to be difficulties, but it's going to be worth it. In the end, any challenges that I've run into have been overwhelmingly overcome by the benefits for me as a teacher and the kids as students.
The outcome is where we're trying to get to.
If we get to choose what we want to learn, then we'll have more interest in what we'll learn, so then we'll probably work harder on the topic that we got to choose, unless if you tell us we have to do this topic, then we probably won't want to work as hard.
I think it's important also to realize that you can't force differentiation. What might work in a science classroom is not going to necessarily work the same in a math classroom, but I think we can still take bits and pieces from everybody and find something that works in our classroom, even if you can't do a carbon copy of somebody else's teaching style or delivery. It's trying to find those pieces that speak to you, that you can envision, and again, finding that starting place, or even realizing, hey, I'm already doing a certain amount of differentiation, and then, oh, this is what it might look like to take it a step further.
Hey Anna, when you are given the choice about what to read, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good about myself because a couple years ago, I don't know, like 3rd grade or 2nd grade or something, my teacher gave me a book about the Titanic, and it was easy, not interesting to me. But so the good thing about getting to read your book that you want to read is that it can be interesting. If you don't like it, you can just find another book. And yeah.